Well, hello there. Welcome back to Studio One Vintage Guitars. That's right, I'm not Nick Brightwell. He is taking a long overdue break. He is traveling around the country. We wish him well. Nick, how you doing out there, you crazy cat? My name is Ed Costello. I'm usually behind the sound, but today I am in front of the camera. Woo! What have I got here? I've got a bass guitar, 4 strings. 6 minus 2 is 4. These strings are all down an octave or 2. We love this bass guitar. This is a very cool guitar. This is a 1965 Fender P-Bass. The stuff of legend, the stuff of legend. It's been in the hands of many, goes all the way back to the Soul records. Notable players, James Jamerson, Donald Duck Dunn. These guys pretty much revolutionized playing the electric bass. The P-Bass was Fender's first foray into the bass market. Originally, it looked a little bit more like a Telecaster. If you see them out there, and they're sort of a bit squarer looking, and they've just got the one little pickup in there. It's still a P-Bass, but it looks more like a Tele. I think in the early 50s, they were a thing. And then sort of they changed the shape to what they are still today. One pickup behind there. I'll talk about this little shielding thing here soon. So we've got a volume, we've got a tone, we've got, it looks like 2 pickups in there, but it's 1 pickup. No switches, which is really cool. So it's a solid Alder body. This is in your 3-tone Sunburst. It's got some lovely arm rub here. Not too much. Oh no, there's a little smidgen of buckle rash. I'll try and get that in the light for y'all. Smidgen of buckle rash there, and as we can see, it goes from the black through the red and into the lovely honeyish sort of yellow. This has got some really cool checking or crazing on it. It goes vertical, it goes horizontal. A couple of dings here and there, and we can see on the back there that is an L-Series bass. It is an L-Series. L71600. So 65 L-Series guitars were from 63 to 65. They are quite revered. If you are a guitar collector of any which way, shape or form, you'll be looking out for an L-Series guitar. If you're not, you should be. If you pick up a guitar at a Cash Converters and you look on the back there, Cash Converters, for those of you outside of New Zealand, is like our nationwide pawn shop, basically, P-A-W-N. And if you see one of these at Cash Converters and you look on the back plate and it says L something 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 something, don't ask them anything, just give them what they ask for it, and run out of there rubbing your fingers together. So we've got an Alder body, 3-tone Sunburst, tortoiseshell pickguard, we've got a maple neck, big old maple neck. This is Brazilian rosewood on the fingerboard. We've got the original tuners on here. How do I know? Because they go backwards. Usually you'd be, winding one way to tighten them up in this day and age. Back in the day, you wound them the other way. It's not because you're in New Zealand and the clocks, the toilet flushes the other way down here too, as well. So keep an eye on that if you're traveling to New Zealand. So we've got a lovely, lovely warm tone. Let's demo it some more. We'll stick with our soul sounds. Sugar pie, honey bunch, you know that I. And this has got flat wounds on it too. Yeah, flat wound strings back in those 60s days. I don't think they actually had round wound strings. Tell me if I'm wrong. Yeah, everything was flat wound. So that just gives a really, really warm tone. I've got the tone and the volume up maxed here. We're just DIing straight into our sound card. So we're getting a nice flat response. You might be looking at this big silver thing and thinking, what is that? I don't see those on too many guitars. And the reason why you don't see them on too many guitars is probably because it's a pain in the ass. This, for me, if I'm playing fingers or if I'm playing pick, I like to play around here, which I can't really do with this thing on. What is this? Well, I believe and I fall in love this time, it will be forever. Stevie Wonder, I believe that this was a shielding thing. This was to shield the pickups from any extraneous electrical current flying around the club. But yeah, as I say, I find it a bit of a pain in the ass, but we've left it on there because aside from being a pain in the ass, it looks really cool. This also, when they came stock from the factory, they used to have what's called an ashtray guard that covered the bridge saddle here. That sort of looked, well, it looked nothing like my hand, but it was sort of in that shape. You may have seen those. What that had on it, on the inside, it had a little piece of foam, and when you had that ashtray cover on, the foam would touch the strings and it would mute the strings. So it would mimic the sound of an upright bass a little bit more. Back when electronic basses first came out, it was all about mimicking the sound of the upright bass, but making it louder, coming through amplifiers and things like that. So that was set on there to make it sound a bit more muted. Nowadays, you might see geezers cruising around with like a piece of foam tucked under the strings. That's doing the same thing. So yeah, fully adjustable. Not much wrong with this guitar at all. I did notice that the pots were a little bit scratchy, but that's par for the course with something like this. I think when I opened up the electrics, everything's fully original, apart from 2 Switchcraft pots that are in there, but you've still got your big orange drop caps in there and stuff like that. On the back, you'll notice here a strap pin. So that strap used to go from here all the way over your shoulders, and instead of going into here, used to go into here, I think. But we've got one on there. What more can I say about this bass guitar? Can't really say much more. I'll play another couple of songs. We'll play some pick on it. We'll see what it sounds like with a trusty Charmed Life pick. Well, that's a bit wrong. Oh yeah. Feels good inside. So yeah, it's a really great sounding bass with pick as well. Yeah. Whoa. Yeah, a couple of classics there when I was first learning guitar in my teenage years in small town Ashburton. Green Day and Weezer were the first bands that tickled my fancy, and I got this tape from my brother. It had Green Day's Dookie on one side and it had the Blue Album on the other side, and they were both very influential albums for me, so it's only fitting that I should be playing those on the bass today. So here we have, I'll wind it up. This is a 1965 Fender P bass in 3-tone Sunburst. It does not come with the original case, I'm sorry. Oh, this isn't the original pickguard, but we have the original pickguard in the case. It's hanging up on our wall down here at Studio One Vintage Guitars. Do come in and see us, or come in and see us on the virtual world. Visit our website. We are currently doing a giveaway of a Sigma guitar. We'd love to give away that Sigma guitar. This is a 12-string. All you have to do is buy an accessory or some accessories from our website, or come in and store, and you will get some entries into that competition. The more the merrier, the more entries you have, the more chances you've got to win. Please like, subscribe and share, or do it in a different order: share, like and subscribe. But we would love you to do all of those things. Once again, my name is Ed Costello. I will see you again soon. Have a great time out there. What do we got here?